L'arte è invece qualche cosa che ci conforta, ci rassicura, ci racconta della vita in termini estremamente protettivi.
As a carver, have developed not only the necessary physical prowess, but the meditative strength it takes to stand in one place for days upon end and take out small pieces of wood from an endangered species. Redwood itself, pure, Clearheart Redwood, as this, is no longer available except from recycled bridges. When I carve, I'm carving from the time of trees, the time when redwood was king, when redwood was used to build all of the houses in the Sunset District of San Francisco, California, when redwood was plentiful and had grown for hundreds of years. It's now been replaced by other types of wood or even metal. So the time of trees is gone. The time of wood carvers carving redwood is gone. There may be mechanical means, but the chisel and the mallet and the hands are no longer required. I first started carving in my high chair when my dad would be pounding on pieces of leather that he was embossing, and I would rock to the sound of his mallet carving the leather. When I first found wood and the feeling of sculpting wood by hand, I could go into another world, review some of the traumas of the day, unresolved issues, or simply find peace in the sound and the carving.
Quindi credo che questo sia il fortunato cinismo del tipo creativo, cioè di pensare di essere al mondo nato soltanto per raccontarlo agli altri.
I started my world of commerce, my world of carving in the San Francisco Bay Area. That was a place that I made my money with carving signs. Now, when you're carving signs, first of all, you look at the redwood, the beauty of the redwood, the clear grain, without knots. Then you trace your pattern as simply and as beautifully as you can, because these are going to be the lines that you follow when you begin to carve away the background. Now, initially I started making my lines with chisels. That would be straight chisels, which in my case I inherited from a wood carver in San Francisco, an Italian wood carver that my dad would go and get chisels from. So many of these have very historical import to me that I've been using them for 20 years. But after a while, making my lines with straight chisels as such was not able to keep up with the volume of signs that were required. So the only high-tech nature of where I went was to define some of the lines with an electrical router. After those lines were defined, then I was able to go back in and begin the hand carving and make it look like a river of flowing chisel marks. I always thought that the carvers of ancient China were to some degree an influence on my love of ornate woodmanship. And that carving, when I saw it at the Young Museum in San Francisco, influenced me in images and style. Asian art, whether it was from India, China, later on, the subtleties of Zen and Japanese, influenced my love of wood and the love of carving. It wasn't until I had been carving signs for a number of years that my mother informed me that my Germanic heritage had been one of wood carvers. And those wood carvers from the Black Forest in Germany had been renowned for their carvings of angels for the Catholic Church. Whether it's on canvas or on wood, a good portion of my life has been involved with the paintbrush. And how much paint I've put around on this planet, well, I'd say go around 3 or 4 times at least anyway. So, primer coat is placed on the letters, and usually that's about 3 coats of paint because redwood is very absorbent and absorbs the primer. After that, the finish coat, the finished colors will be applied, and the sign will be installed. At that point, I can drive by and see a piece of my art on every corner in, well, at least in Northern California. There's a piece of my art for people to enjoy. Every sign I think to be my last sign, and yet another one often comes up. This particular sign, and many times I look at what I'm saying on a sign, says community center. What's going on in my life that represents community center? Well, as I'm making this in Acumba, California, I'm also making an exhibit on the Institute grounds for the entire community to enjoy during Telemagica. A community center where people can gather and experience the mineral springs here. But more important to me is the idea that what I've done here involves the hand motion, not the finished product. Maybe the hand motion of chiseling, the hand motion of the paintbrush is really all I'm doing, creating waves in the universe that have effects like the wings of a butterfly, creating a tornado somewhere else in the globe. Painting up the letters. Whether cave painting or carved figurine, these are the things that have lasted while politics, religion, philosophies, they've all vanished from these ancient cultures. What remains are the artifacts that represent cultures and man's ascension into the unknown. And that's why art is the height of human endeavors.